Hello, this is Steven Yu in customer support team here at MuleSoft. In this friend of Mark's video, I'm going to talk about what logs to collect for an RTF support case. I would like to talk about the RTF architecture and why we need these logs. With all the necessary logs in the support case, it avoids back and forth iterations and helps us to resolve the case quickly for you. Okay, without any further ado, let's get started. RTF is built in layers. The bottom layer is the infrastructure. Then we have the Kubernetes layer. On top of the Kubernetes layer, we have the RTF agent components. The RTF agent keeps communication between the endpoint control plane and the RTF cluster. With all these three layers, we can then able to deploy and manage Mule applications. When we deploy a Mule application, we first interact with the endpoint control plane. We can deploy the application via the Maven plugin, or we can deploy on the Runtime Manager application console, or even we can use the APIs directly. Once the endpoint control plane gets command, and then it passes the commands and artifacts to the RTF cluster. The RTF cluster will start and run these applications. Once the applications are ready, we can send requests via ingress to the applications. We need different logs to troubleshoot different kinds of issues. The most frequently used logs is the light report. A light report has the logs from all the Kubernetes components, including the RTF agent components and the Mule applications. A light report usually is less than 100 megabytes. You can generate the light report with the RTF CTL2. If we run into the issues with the ingress, we need the code test result plus a log report. Sometimes we run into the infrastructure related issues. In this case, we need a full report. A full report includes a log report and it has all the logs from low-level services from all nodes. A full report may up to 1 GB or 2 GB. In some scenarios, we have issues interacting with endpoint control plane. If it's a Maven plugin deployment issues, we need the Maven debug log. If it's issues with the Runtime Manager console, we need the HTTP archive capture, hard capture, and the screenshots. If it's with the APIs, send us the API request and response. With the RTF architecture in mind, here's a summary. For application issues, we need the light report. This is the most common scenario. Please note that we may also need a heap dump or thread dump for complex application issues. Our support engineer will guide you through after checking the light report. So let's start with the light report. If it's a request routing issue or a SSL handshake issue, please enable the debug log on the ingress console and do -v test. Then you need to retrieve the light report. Please upload the light report as well as a code test result to the case. For RTF agent upgrade issues, we also need a light report. Please take the light report right after the upgrade failures, otherwise the logs may be purged. If the gravity status shows degraded, then we need a full report. If the full report is too big, you may need to cut the report into small pieces and upload them to the case, or you can share the report via an FTP or Google Drive. For installation related issues, we need 3 files. I will show you the details in the next slide. For errors with endpoint console, we need to take a hard capture, HTTP archive capture, and screenshots. We want to see the API request and response from the hard capture. For Maven deployment issues, we need Maven debug log. For issues with deployment API directly, just upload the request and response. If you search what information to collect for an RTF case in the MuleSoft support portal, you will land down this knowledge article. This knowledge article has all the information about what logs to capture and how to capture them. To get a log report, you need to run the RTF CTL report command, but keep in mind, always run the RTF CTL update command to keep the RTF CTL in the latest version. We have two ways to get a full report. You can use the RTF CTL appliance report, or you can download the report from the Ops Center. For the installation related issues, we need 3 log files: RTF init log, Gravity install log, and Gravity system log. Please note, these logs are per node. Make sure you get the logs on the failed node. Last but not least, if you are still uncertain what logs to capture, let's start with the log report. In this video, I walk you through about the RTF architecture and what logs are required to troubleshoot different kind of issues. With the required logs in the support case, it helped us to resolve the case quickly for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time.